In today's video, we have a Town Hall 18 war/CWL base that you guys can use in your clan war leagues or your war map to make sure you have the best defenses in your clan. Huge shout out to Dima for making this absolute masterpiece where you guys are going to see the best defenses, how to stop meta troops, how to stop meta armies, and get the best defenses that you possibly can. Use code BLUE to get access to more amazing bases like this one. Let's start off by breaking down this war/CWL base built by Dima and why it works so well to get you those defenses on the war map to impress your teammates. Starting off, we have got the Royal Champion Bay over at the 6 o'clock side of the base with the giant bombs, as well as some Teslas and defenses on the outside of the base, which will allow the Royal Champion not to go directly on the inside, and if it does, it will be punished by those giant bombs, which is absolutely huge. Another thing which is great about this base is that we have a smasher instead of a long shot, and the reason why we've chosen the smasher here is because we have got a heavy damage compartment right near this town hall with the revenge tower, the smasher, as well as the poison tower. We've got recoil cannons on each side and scatters on each side, so once troops go into there with the assistance of the tornado trap, they're gonna get absolutely punished and the attack won't go too far unless they have perfect spell management, and sometimes when you have so much damage you do tend to panic, so this base is perfect for that. As well as that, we have got the spring traps on the top side at the 12 o'clock. This will also defend a Royal Champion charge, which is absolutely perfect. It will make the RC jump up, it will take down a ton of health, it will also do damage to the pet, which is absolutely perfect. You want to make sure that you want to stop that Royal Champion in its charge as quickly as possible. Another fantastic thing about this base is the placement of the bomb hive, as well as the fire spitters and the scatters. The bomb hive right here will reach the entirety of the base in 4 lines, especially if it's maxed out, and that will allow you to do maximum damage with maximum rage with the bomb tower. The fire spitters, anything gets into that monolith or goes towards this town hall is going to get absolutely roasted, and the scatters as well, assisting with damage on the flanks. And then you also have all of your defenses in the archer towers and also those recoil cannons that are going to be doing massive damage when your troops are in the core of the base. The best recommended clan castle for this base is 2 ice golems, 2 rocket loons, and 9 archers to help you make this base even stronger. Okay guys, let's get into the first defense replay of this video. We have got a Royal Champion charge into Root Riders. RC coming on in from that 12 o'clock side of the base right there as well. We have also got those spring traps in that 12 o'clock compartment. Do not forget, they were stacked up, so this Royal Champion is going into a little bit of a scary compartment because it will end up doing damage to the Fox and that Royal Champion. Obviously the RC locking onto the export takes down that Tesla right there. Skellies lower it away a little bit, face first in towards the 2 spring traps. Fox is down to half HP. We end up taking down that super wizard tower as well as this fire spitter. Bomb hive of course is activated. RC is slightly out of range, but now that bomb hive is going to be shooting the entirety of the raid. The attacker has got a little bit of pathing now for the Root Riders to come in from around about the 9-10 o'clock side of the base to push on forward. Deciding to use that quick to soften some of those defenses, the recoil, the scatter, and the X-ball. Now in comes that log launcher with the Root Riders. We have got that warden with the red gem. Queen had that giant on her, or the action figure if you like to call it. King on the outside, but this is a high damage compartment that they're going into with the revenge tower, the poison tower, and this is gonna be an issue right there with that warden ability being so early. The smasher stalling everything up, the tornado trap as well is going to stall up that log launcher. It's going to stall up the giant revenge tower. It's going to do so much damage. They end up overgrowthing the right side fire spitter, but the ice golems are freezing everything up with a bit of damage from those rocket loons that were inside the clan castle, and all the Root Riders are dead into 53% of the base. There's no more Root Riders left, and this is absolutely perfect. Now we have got the RC that did end up pushing into the middle of the base with the Queen. We haven't got any hero abilities apart from the King. They have still got 6 super bobs remaining. The overgrowth's going to wear off. The rocket speed of the royal champion doing a little bit of decent work right there. They end up invising that queen to keep her away from that minion prince that she takes down. But once this overgrowth wears off, you're going to see massive damage. The Expo able to pick off that royal champion. The monolith is going to get some shots off at the queen. King ability went off, but there's so much left on the back end. The Rico cannon, the multi-arch tower, the Expo, as well as the multi-inferno and the monolith. And there's nothing left to take this base down. This base is going to defend purely because of how stacked it was at the beginning, forcing that early warden ability, which forced all of these defenses on the back end to do maximum damage, taking down all of the troops, as well as forcing the attacker to use all his abilities early to try to keep his army alive. And this is a fantastic showcase of how strong this base actually is. Okay, the second attack right here is going to be Meteor golems coming on in. Let's see how this base can defend against those Meteor golems. Most likely going to be a fireball with the Warden Royal Champion coming at the same time. So it might just be a Warden walk. RC now incoming from that 9 o'clock side, whilst the Warden works at the 12 o'clock side of the base. RC is going to be coming on in. Doesn't have that many giant bombs on this side of the base, but again, it is stacked with the Rico cannon, as well as that revenge tower. And the bomb hive can be a little bit annoying as well on this compartment as well, which is fantastic for the defender. Now we have got an overgrowth to kind of make the warden go a certain way, but I think that overgrowth was kind of accidental, but we'll see how this pans out. Wall breaker in towards this fire spitter compartment right here. We have got that troop launcher with the king. No more wall breakers left, so which is going to be a little bit problematic, so they're going to have to wait for those Meteor golems to get through the wall right here, which is absolutely fine. But the great thing about here is we have got those ice golems, we have got the rocket loons to kind of beat up on these troops. The multi-gear tower is going to be fantastic, doing great work. Revenge tower, multi-inferno, the bomb hive, and as well as that monolith are going to do fire work right here. We have got that fire spitter on the back end, which is going to be a big problem to this army right here as well, doing continuous damage the whole way through. Rocket spear from the royal champion will do a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be too much. A warden ability does go off. The giga bomb as well, hitting that RC as it gets out of that warden eternal tomb, which is absolutely perfect. This attacker still has 2 hero abilities remaining with that king and that queen, but the revenge tower doing a huge work. The fire spitter working away. The archer towers as well that are merged up are doing fantastic work on this base right here. Also, king ability, queen ability still intact right there. Meteor golems, of course, being so strong as they are, one of the most broken troops in the game at the moment. It's why everybody is using it everywhere they go. But again, there is a lot of defenses remaining, and these troops have to get through a lot of walls. We have got that king and queen ability. Queen had got that giant arrow on her, which is going to be a big issue for this attacker. Now they're going to face those giant bombs into that 6 o'clock compartment, which is going to do a lot of damage. The king is unfortunately still has that ability, but time is running short right here. That's the issue you're going to have with Meteor golems, is you're going to start to run out of time a little bit. And this base is perfect for that. There's so many walls, it's so compartmentalized, which means that these heroes are going to have to get through the walls. The troops are going to have to get through the walls as well, which is going to be a problem, and it's going to cause attackers to time fail if they don't completely fail by themselves as well. Again, this one, there was only 2 seconds left on the clock, 99%. And that 98% rather, and that is still a huge defense. Here we go, the next attack of this video right here. So we have got another RC charge into dragons. This time the royal champion is coming on in from that 3 o'clock side of the base. We have got the invisors. We have got 11 of them, in fact. Now let's see. Also, the Phoenix has been utilizing the royal champion here because they know that the RC is going to take a lot of damage. Now this attacker is decided to come in from the 3 o'clock side. There's no realistic bait for the royal champion, so they're just trying to set up a pathing, but again, could be a little bit of an issue. With the Phoenix, you're going to end up using so many of those invisibility spells because you don't have a fox to recycle with, you know, to keep that royal champion alive a lot longer. End up popping that rocket spear right there, we'll get the multi, most likely we'll get that poison tower, and it's not going to get much more value. Once this invis wears off, you're going to see that royal champion go down. In the meantime, we are bringing in that queen from the 6 o'clock side of the giant arrow. The dragons coming on in from the 4 to 6 o'clock side of the base to push up towards this town hall and the monolith with that compartment, which is absolutely stacked. Now the great thing about this one is we have that revenge tower that's going to get stronger and stronger with every defense that's going down. We have got a couple of seeking air mines and red air bombs, but they're spread out across the base. A freeze on top of the revenge tower and the town hall. Obviously the minion prince ability hitting that monolith right there as well, with the meteor stuff on the minion prince, which is very interesting. But the fire spitter, the scatter are going to do so much work right here, and as well as that multi-gear tower on the top side, do not forget, is going to pick off a lot of these dragons. The tornado trap, of course, is going to stall up all of these dragons on the bottom side, whereas this scatter and then the Esports can actually do damage and start to take down the warden, the remaining super minions. That minion prince goes down to the fire spirit as well as the multi-gear tower, and there's hardly anything left. There's no troops remaining. There's so many defenses in the Esports, the archer towers, the multi-archer towers, the Export on air, the fire spitter, and this is another fantastic defense. The third and final attack of the video to showcase how strong this war base actually is. The attacker is using some rocket loons to clear out some of the mortars, just to create a little bit of better pathing for the royal champion to get into this revenge tower. Now remember, this compartment is absolutely compact with giant bombs, the tornado trap, the poison tower, the revenge tower, as well as the smasher, and also those Rico cannons. The tornado trap is found, the royal champion is hitting all of those giant bombs. The fox goes down right there as well, another giant bomb. Look how low this royal champion is right here. One more giant bomb to force that royal champion ability. They still have 6 more invises and hardly, well, they don't have an RC left at all, with 5 more invises remaining. Absolutely incredible bait there by Dima, to showcasing how strong this base can be if the attacker goes directly into the bait or falls for the base right there. You know, they thought that they could take out that high DPS compartment, but the giant bombs absolutely put work to that royal champion. Now you have got these fire spitters, these scatter shots, the super wizard towers, or the merge wizard towers that you have to deal with as well. The dragons are coming on in from the top side, forcing that early warden ability right there as well, which is unfortunately a big problem, especially for the back end of the space, as we have got the monolith, we also have the fire spitter, we also have the multi-inferno and the back end poison tower with the air defenses on the back end as well. So this base is going to be very problematic, and now you can see everything is starting to fizzle out. They popped that minion prince ability right there as well, but it's not going to do too much right here. It's going to end up taking down everything. The dragons go down, the minion prince is realistically the only thing left alive in the core. The monolith, the multi-archer tower, the super wizard tower are gonna have a field day with this one right here. And there you have it, that minion prince is slowly but surely going on down. Ice golems are going to be a problem. They're going to end up freezing up that minion prince in just a second, and it's going to allow the monolith to absolutely take it down. The attacker's going to end it right there, and that is a 71% defense.